Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Yo here. It's been a long time since I've been out here playing around, but practicing. But I'm glad to be back. Had a very extremely busy work week last week, which is a good thing. So we don't complain about that because that's how we establish this money in order to get out there to play on these casino crap tables. I do have another casino visit coming up very soon. Actually, it's next month. It's in May. I'll be visiting the Harrah's Cherokee Valley River Casino for the first time. It's over in Murphy, so it's a little bit further away than Cherokee is. It is actually an hour away instead of just 25 minutes. But with that being said, I had a great work week. Excellent weekend. This past weekend, I don't know whether you guys watched the videos that I posted. I was able to connect with G and his wife and my wife. We all was able to connect and have a good time over at his cave. So with that being said, we got some more dialing in done. And as promised, yep, these two sleeves right here, yep, those are brand new dice. Just like I said I was going to get some new dice. So all these old ones right here, I mean, they're still in play as far as the practice play. But I like the new ones. I like the new ones because those things are fresh. When you get fresh dice like that, you got to practice with them, and then you got to get yourself down back in. But yeah, another trip coming up soon. So yeah, and May will be here before you know it. I'll let you know exactly when I get with my wife exactly what day we'll be headed over to Murphy. But in the meantime, let's get out here and let's practice a little bit. Let's use what we learned. Let's pick us two fresh dice. Man, those things are pretty. I love it. But anyway, we're going to be practicing a little different than how we used to practice. See, I learned something about myself, and that's what these videos are all about right here. You got to learn something about yourself that can help you be better at this game if you want to play it. So my grip is usually, let's just use two old dice right here. My grip is usually a 3-finger grip like this and a pickup like this, and then a lay down, and then a release. Well, man, learning things about yourself that other people see, which that's what these videos are all about. If somebody sees something that you're doing, it's good that they could comment in the comment section and let you know, hey, try this, or do this, or, all that information is great feedback and is valuable information to help you be better at what you're doing out here, because all of us are trying to tame these daggum dice. Well, what I learned about myself actually this weekend, G seen something that I was doing that I had no idea I was doing. And I hope I could show you guys this on the camera. I don't know whether I can or not. Let me look at it and see whether that's a good spot. I think it is, but let's see if I brought them right here. Yeah. Okay, check this out, guys. All right, so let's say I'm picking up my dice and I'm ready to do my release in this. I'm going to show y'all something. Look at that. That looks good from back there. No, that does not look good. Reason being is, oh shit, I can't do this. look at this finger right here. Look at the space in between those two fingers right there. You know what that does? Look at the gap. Shit, this way. Look at the gap in between the dice. Look at the gap in between those fingers. My fingers are ugly, so y'all can judge me all you want. I don't care. Anyway, I'm a Florent guy, so I'm allowed to have ugly fingers. Anyway, but look at the gap. Look at how it splits those. Look how this finger right here causes those dice to split. I didn't even know that. Here I am, tossing dice all the time out here thinking that I'm, oh yeah, man, I'm Mr. Yo 11. Boom! I could do that, this, that, whatever. Anyway, every time I tossed the dice, I actually had a trailing dice. It would actually, and you can see it in that, it would actually trail. The right die, the left die would always go in front of the right die. It would always go in front of the right die. That is because, now look at this right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. These fingers, this finger right here, I didn't even know it was crooked. That finger, when I'm grabbing those dice, oh shit, I don't know how to do that. Oh. Anyway, this finger right here is actually a crooked finger. It does not, this finger does not go close. It does not go close. It's actually open. So every time I was grabbing those dice like that, this finger just kept on, that finger's open. It will not hold the dice tight like that. And then when we were trying to practice, it was like, go like this and then make this finger right here go up, which is fine and dandy, but try grabbing the dice with a finger that don't want to act right. Try it. Look at that. That is so uncomfortable. So see, comfortable to me doing the 3-finger grip was like this right here, but all these fingers are turned. All of them are turned, just like that. So whenever I toss the dice, why do you think they keep running over here? That's because my finger is making the dice do that. That was valuable information I learned. So we fixed that. We actually changed. I can't grip the dice like this. It just don't work. It's not working for me. So we actually changed that grip from a 3-finger grip to a 2-finger grip, which is a lot better. A lot better. And you know what? With that 2-finger grip right there, you can tell if those dice are separating or not. You can tell. So you can grab those dice just like that, and you can tell if those dice are not staying together with the 2 fingers. So now, when I do my grip, I take the dice, I put them in that pinch grip right there, and then I bring these fingers down like that. Now I'm able to toss the dice the way they're supposed to be tossed and get results I'm supposed to get. Of course, it was 11. Yeah, that's just funny. But anyway, I just thought that I would show y'all that for all of those that got ugly fingers like mine, which, like I said, man, I do flooring for a living. That did not work for me. I learned that a little while back about doing this and then just trying to get it to where I could grab the dice like that. I'm just different. I can't do it. It don't work for me. These fingers right here just are not, they're not going to allow me to do that grip. This right here feels a lot better to me. A lot better. And the results are a lot better. So I've been actually practicing with it and just using these 2 fingers just as like a stand, you know. So if I needed to rotate the dice with the thumb, I could actually do that. But these 2 fingers right here, they're not doing anything but just stabilizing. They have no effect on anything. It's just this finger and this finger now. So we are we are in good shape as far as that. So let's run a couple of tosses with that, with the new dice. And that's how I'm going to be practicing from now on, guys. So make sure you're looking at those fingers when you're gripping these dice, because if they're splitting, you're going to get trailer motion. You're going to get trailer motion, man, I'm going to tell you. So make sure you find the right grip for you personally that feels good for you personally. I know this is probably like a repetitive conversation. Everybody talks about grip. Well, I'm talking about something that I didn't even notice in my grip because I'm not advanced at this. So maybe somebody that's not advanced at tossing dice, check your fingers out, man. If you can't do a grip like that, the 3-finger grip, if you can't do it, don't do it. Find you a different grip. I don't care if it's like they do the stacked dice ones and all that, and all that good stuff. That's good stuff. There's so many different grips out there that actually work for you personally, but you got to find that one. All right. With that being said, as I'm tossing, I'm going to talk a little bit about my previous 3-day multiplier weekend that I had over in Cherokee. This was in the past. This was 2 weekends ago. Yeah. I was able to get out to Cherokee and meet up with my friends again and have a really good time. We started off Friday. That was the first day of the multiplier. And I went there and met up with them, and we got together and got on the table. I remember this stuff like clockwork because it was such a good time. Of course, Jimmy was there. Johnny was there. And then there was another guy. This other guy, he actually was there every time I went there, he was there. He had a black Los Angeles Lakers hat on. And it was really good to play dice with that guy. You could tell that he actually knew a little bit about the dice and how to toss them with the energy. Hey, that's a pretty toss right there. I bought in for $500. We were on a crapless table first. This was Friday. We was on a crapless table first. And this one guy, he had a decent roll. He did. When I first got there, he had a decent roll. I didn't buy in. I waited until his roll got done. Jimmy them was already there. Of course, they always beat me there because they're just casino guys. And the next guy got the dice, so I automatically bought in. Got on the table, and I went 5, 6, 8, and 9. So it was a $25 table. So my first bet out there laid out on the table was $110. So I'm considering that's called 110 inside. The guy started rolling the dice. He started hitting the extremes. I wasn't on the extremes because I didn't make no money off. I usually, do that 6, 8, and then the 5. I do it inside on people that I don't know. So he started hitting extremes, and then he started knocking on the insides. I was like, okay, now we're making a little bit of money. So when I started making money, then I actually spread it out to the extremes. He got that 110 of mine inside. I think I had the 5 was at 150. The 9 was at 150. And my 6 and 8, they both were at 120. So I kept collecting. Collecting. Once I get them up to about over $100, I just keep on collecting because I'm not going to invest any more than that unless I'm tossing the dice personally. So he got me in real good shape there. He kept on rolling, and then he finally sevened out. At this time, my $500, I think I won. I was up $1,100 off the first shooter, which was good. Like I said, I only do 2 sessions whenever I go like that. I do a morning session, then break, and then a little, quick evening session. So, with that being said, I took that money and I left the table. All right, got off of the table. At this time, because that was actually the only table that they had open. Yeah, that was the only table they had open at the time. So we left, came back around, did some lunch, did some more walking around, and then by that time they had the other table. This was probably about 3. They had the other table open. This was not a crapless table. This was a regular craps table. So, of course, I run right over there to it. It was $25 as well. So, we got the plan on that table, and I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, 0.7 out. 0.7 out. It was ridiculous. 0.7 out. The first 3 shooters on there. Listen, this is why I do. This is why I preach. Watch the table first. Just see what it was because, we was already playing on the crapless. Now we're at the regular table. So whenever you pull up to a table, always just watch it first for a little bit. Don't just go in there and bam. All right, give me everything on the table. No. Watch it. Take your time. Them dice ain't going nowhere. And then, you know what? That table ain't going to get up and go nowhere either. But, it got nasty. The guy that was beside me was betting on everybody. He was. He was doing $300. I think he was doing $50 a number. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was 100. He was doing $50 a number. That's exactly what he was doing. And then he was paying, they take the big or whatever. Within those 3 shooters, he had tears in his eyes. He was like, I ain't never lost $900 so fast. It was instantly. Instantly he was losing. I was like, I don't know how you going to get that back, but when the dice come to me, I said, I guess I'll give it a try. So there's another person here. 1, 2, 3, and then there was another person right here to stick. So he got the dice, and he rolled probably 3 times, and then he 7 out. Now it's my turn. Because I was out of position, but I still could toss on that table from stick without 1. So it was my turn to toss the dice. I didn't even shoot on the other table. On the crapless table, I didn't even toss. So it was my turn to toss the dice. He was like, come on, man. I hope you can help me out. So, of course, I grabbed the dice up. This is still Friday. I grabbed the dice up, and I go to tossing. The first toss, it was a 6. I was happy to see that because I always hop the 6s on the come-out roll. All right, so the point became 6. Just like that right there. I leave my hops up, and I immediately, I'm using a hardware set for my practice. I immediately buckshot that 6. And it felt good. It felt good to hit that 6 right back. It wasn't a hard 6. I hit the 4-2, and then I hit the 5-1. Okay, good. He was like, yes, man. I was like, okay, that's cool. But then, they pay out everybody, pass lines, this and that. I get the dice again. My turn to shoot. And I think my next point was a 9. And so I said that was the 9. I hit the 9. Then I think I hit a 5, a 4. I hit 2 10s back to back, and then I 7'd out. All right. So it was a short roll. It wasn't nothing to bring home, nothing to talk about, nothing to brag about. But the dice felt good for the little bit of time that I had them in my hand. But I knew something was wrong because it didn't. It felt right at first, but then the second time when I got the dice back after they were like, okay, good, good. You know, when people start looking at you like, okay, he's a good shooter. You know, I don't know. Sometimes psychologically, me personally, that kind of messes me up a little bit. I just rather people not do that because sometimes that actually throws me off. Because now they're looking forward to you to start buckshotting numbers or pounding numbers and this and that, and it's kind of like a show off thing. And I don't show off. I just toss the dang dice the way I practice. That's what I do. So after I 7'd out, I let Jimmy shoot for a little while. Jimmy shoots from the end, and he did a pretty good job. And then Johnny shot, and he done a pretty good job. I let them both shoot, and then I left. Friday was, I think I gave back $300, so I left with 8. So that was a profit of 3. So then comes Saturday. Saturday we went back over there. Of course, morning session. Crapless tables open. No crap. No regular craps table was open. They immediately opened it, though, but I was already on the crapless table. So I go over there, and of course I do my 5 through 9, and we tried it again. So we're all back in the grind, and the Lakers guys down there on the end, and Johnny and Jimmy, and there was another guy that was there previous from Friday. He was back on the table again, so it was almost like we were doing a rerun. You know, I think on the multiplier weekends like that was a horrible toss. You get to see the same people sometimes because some of them will stay. I live too close to stay unless it's like comped or something like that, and then me and my wife will just stay just to do it. But I usually come home. So we're on the table, and of course, I actually win my $300 that I lost previously back, which was good. So I'm back up to $1,100. I quit. We go and do our thing again, play a couple of slot machines, which was pretty cool watching my wife play the games, which I don't care about them. So, but she likes to play them, just low rolling, nothing major. But those are coming out really good. So we played some slots and had a good little time. Ate lunch again. Later on, get back on the table. Get back on the regular table. This is not the same table as the other table down on it. They got that other one 2 tables away from the table that we previously played on the other night. So, new adventure. New table, new adventure. That's what I like about Cherokee, man. They'll open up different tables, man. And if you ain't played on them, then you get to play on them, so you get different results. So we all rushed over there and got on that one. And we start tossing. The guy in the end start tossing. It seems like every time I get on the table, the dice are always over there on that side. So I get to wait until they come around. So it was a good roll. And it was another good roll. And then there was 2 bad rolls, and then the guy that was right here, he had a pretty decent roll. And then it was my turn to shoot, which I actually got into my position, close to my position, close enough to where I could play. But then the table, it kind of like got crowded, so I really don't like playing like that. But anyway, I get the dice, and I like talking about my turn. So I get the dice, and I was able to toss another decent little hand. I think I had like a 12 roller, which was decent, and there were no junk numbers. They were all inside hits. So I walked away that time with, I think, 13. That was 1,300. So that was good. That worked out in my favor. So now I'm up. All right, just low hitting. All right, we leave, and that was the end of that day. All right, Sunday was the fun day. Sunday, the last day of the multiplier, that was the fun day. So we get there Sunday morning. Sure enough, that dang craps, that crapless table is the only one open. So we go over there. There's a lady over there. There's a lady. So I was like, I like getting on tables with women because they actually can toss. And they don't have like this edge on them like I could toss the dice good or whatever. They just pick up the dice and they toss them. And sometimes the results are really good. Well, I stand right next to the lady on this side over here. Because that table that's over there past the roll to win table, the box is right here, and then the stick man's right here. So so I was on this side of the table. And then, there was some people over there on that side. Then you have your boss. And then there was the other guy that lost their money. He was back. So he was on this side. It was him, me, her, and then it was another guy, another lady, and then another guy. So we get on the table and we're doing they're tossing down there. And then, they're having some decent rolls, nothing major, maybe like 4 rolls, 5 rolls, and so on. So the dice finally leaves that side. I think I made like $50 because I left it on the table. To be honest with you, I left it on the table. So they come around. The guy that was right here on the end of that crapless table, he actually had a really good roll. He did. He had a really good roll, man. He was pounding the 5s, the 8s, and the 9s. He wasn't hitting the 6 too much, but he was tearing the 2s and the 12s up. Never hit an 11, but he was busting them. He was busting the 2 and the 12s, and his point was 3. He never hit that 3. I made about 600 off of his hand. All right, it gets my turn, and I have a 4 roller. I hit the 5 is a point. Then I think I hit a 9, a 6, a 8, 7 out. So I hit exactly what I put inside. I hit all the numbers that I put inside, but I never did mark the point. I never did hit the point. The lady gets the dice. So remember, I say I like betting on women because they don't care. They just, they get the dice and they pick them up and then they toss them. They don't have this competitive edge about them. This lady gets the dice, and I notice, I'm like, she's setting them. She's setting the dice. Like, shit. So she's taking the dice and she's setting them into a 3V. I guess that's a 3V. I don't know nothing about sets, man. But eventually, I'll get there. So she's setting them like this. And I think the 5 and the 1 was inside. And she's setting them like that. And she had a nice little form. But she hit a point. That's a hard 10. She hit her point. I think it was a 4. Let's say it was the 4, if I can remember clearly. And I was like, oh, good. Because most women, they hit 4s. They hit the outside numbers more than anybody I know. Me personally, being on the table with them, they hit the outside numbers. So I was like, I'm sure that she could hit that freaking 4 again. So I go 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 4. So basically, without the extremes, and she 7s out. Yep, she got me. She got me good. Boop. I mean, just whooped. Just sniped me, man. I'm talking slap in the face, dude. I was like, dang. Usually women, they toss better than that, but it's all good because I didn't have a long roll either, So it's all good, man. So I let the dice go over there, and I'm sick now because I just now I loaded up a little bit. So I was like, damn. So the dice go back around, and that guy, he maybe hits 3 numbers and 7's out, and then he hits, and I'm looking at that other table like, when are they gonna open the other table? So they finally get it open. I've seen them over there. I'm like, they got that other table open? And she's like, yeah, it's open. So I grabbed my chips. I'm off that freaking table after I just got swiped like that. I don't even know how much I probably had. I'm gonna say I probably went out there. I think I did the 300 thing like that other guy had did. I did the 300. Yep, that's exactly what I did. I did 300, and it didn't work. So I got knocked down on that one. So, not trying to make it long, I leave that table. I get on the regular craps table. Okay, it's just me, and there's another guy over there, and he's counting his money out. So I've already got chips, so I don't have to count my money out. So it's another guy down there, and then another guy comes in, and then a lady comes over here, right next to me. A younger lady comes next to me, and then there's 2 guys with her. And she was positive. She had a very good attitude and everything, so it all worked out really good to where we're all in this thing, we're going to jump. We're doing good on this side as far as the energy-wise. That side, they're still trying to fumble around and get money. These people, they had chips with them, so we're all ready. So, their dice ain't even come out yet. They're just waiting on, they're counting people in and stuff like that. And the Los Angeles Laker guy, he already has chips, so we're just waiting on this guy. And the time being that this guy's getting all his stuff counted out, there's a younger kid that stands right here by the Lakers guy. Okay, so remember that. Alright, dice comes out, and they go down to the Lakers guy. And it's the Lakers guy, the young guy, and then there was, the guy that was counting his money here, me, the lady, and then 2 other gentlemen. Perfect. Table's locked in. Alright. Mr. Lakers, he's down there. He never makes contact with nobody. He got his hat on, nice and straight. They pass in the dice. They finally get the chips to this guy right here. This young kid standing right here. The other guy's right there. Table's locked in. And he takes his time and he does his little toss like that. And they just lay down. They did good. I think his point was a 6. All right. Everybody loads up. They do whatever they do. He looks good to me. So I'm down 300. Not personally down 300, but I've dumped 300 on the crappers. So I said, shit, I'm gonna do it again. So here's something that I don't recommend other people do. Don't chase a loss. Don't chase a loss. But in my case, something else happened. The opposite happened. Okay. Mr. Los Angeles Lakers. He hits the... What was his point? Was it a 6? Yeah, something. I think it was a 6. Yep. Mr. Los Angeles Laker hits the 5, the 8, the 9, the 10, the 4. He hits them all. He hits the 4. He hits all the numbers I collect on everything. I collect that first dump that he had. It's because I'm trying to regain my position. All right. He hits the 6. Point hit. Good job, Mr. Lakers. They pay everybody, pay your odds, all that good stuff. His next toss after he gets the dice back is a 4. Remember, I'm on everything. I ain't taking nothing down because I'm gonna get that money back, and then we're gonna see what else happens. So he down there, never made eye contact with a soul. Never made eye contact with nobody. He just stayed down there and he did his things, and then he went and he tossed them, and they did what they did. And like I said, the point was 4. So I grabbed the hard 4. Mr. Lakers ends up hitting the 5. Whatever I hit on the 5, I said press me up 1 unit. And whatever they gave me back, press the hard 4. Right, let me do this in different chips. Let me do this in $5 chips. That way y'all can see where this story is going. Press me a unit. Alright, so I went 5 on the hard 4. Press me a unit. Every time you hit. So, I say you hit the 5. Boom. We get paid for the 5. Press me a unit. He hits the 8. Alright. Press that a unit. Go up on the hard 4. Hits the 9. Press it a unit. Go up on the hard 4. Hits the 6. Press me a unit. Go up on the hard 4. Take those down. Give me a quarter. He hits the 10. He hits the 10. Go to 50. Press me a nickel. On that. He hits the 5. Press me a unit. Give him another nickel. He hits the 6. Go up a unit. Press me a nickel. Hits the 8. These are going up. Everything's going up. Everything going up. Hits the 8. Press me a unit. He hits the 9. Press me a unit. We're at 50 on the R4. He hits another, let's say 10. Go to 100. Alright. Press me a unit. It's a 5. Yep, sorry about that. Grab some more of these. This is happening. Here's the 5. Press me another nickel. I want that hard 4. Hits another 8. Going up. Keep going up. Press me a nickel. Hits the 9. Press me a nickel. Hits another 10. Go on up with that 10. Let's keep going. Go to 200. Press me another nickel. Keep going. Hits another 5. It's like clockwork. Press me a nickel. 6. Press me a nickel. 9. Press me a nickel. Down 8. Press me a nickel. 10. Go to 300. Press me a nickel. Alright, we hit 100. Hit a 5. Press me a nickel. 8. Press me a nickel. 10. Go to 400. Press me a nickel. 9. Press me a nickel. Keep going. 6. Press me a nickel. Oh shit. I mean, keep going. Keep going. I mean, this shit's going crazy right now. 6. Press me a nickel. 6. Press me a nickel. 9. Press me a nickel. 8. Press it. 10. Go to 500. Press. Who turned that TV on? Rebecca! We're at 125 on a hard 4. Keep going, shooting. Good job. This guy's shooting down there. Mr. Los Angeles Lakers. 5. Press me a nickel. 6. Press me a nickel. 9. Press a nickel. 9. Press a nickel. 10. Go to 1,000. Go to 1,000. Press me a nickel. He hits the 10. Pull it down. Press me a nickel. 7 out. Pull everything. Hey, did you hear what I said Sunday? Sunday. Press me a nickel. Press me a nickel. He got that hard 4 all the way up to $150. $55 without hitting that 4. 4 or 7. All these tosses was in one hand. At the end of that roll, I was up $4,600. I mean, right at it. I mean, he just kept just slapping. Kept on hitting. I mean, kept hitting numbers and numbers and numbers. I'm racked up. I'm double racking. I pulled my bets down just in time before that freaking 7 came. He never hit that hard 4, which I was fine with. I hit a damn 10 for $1,000. I mean, I looked down there at his rack, and I think he might have had maybe $1,000 or $1,200 in there. I wish that I was down there with him because he tossed the dice so long. He tossed the dice. I mean, it was ridiculous. They brought the chips out. Of course they did. They brought the chip things out after that. He tossed so many rolls that I didn't care how many he tossed. All I know is that my hard 4 was at $155. I looked up at him. I said, "You have the nickname now of Mr. Los Angeles Lakers." And I went down there and I threw him $200. I gave him $200 for his tossing. I tipped the dealers $100. I pushed my shit in, and me and my wife, we left. We grabbed our stuff. They paid us out. I went to the cashier's cage, and I left the casino. I didn't care about shooting no dice. I didn't care about none of that stuff because that guy made me enough money for my next casino trip and my next casino trip because it's all good. It's all good when you can take $500 and walk away with over $5,000. That's pretty dang good. That's a good Sunday. Um, that was that weekend of the multiplier. I got rated really good. I'm telling them, please don't bump me up no higher than what I am already. But it's all good if they do. But I know I maxed out the tier credit thing that you can get. I maxed that out. I maxed that out. So that worked out really good for me as far as of staying in the level that I'm supposed to be in. I got all the credits that I need, all the tier points that I needed to stay Diamond Elite. But with that being said, guys, that was that multiplier weekend. It was a great weekend. I know it took a while to get that out because I'm going to tell you, when I got home Sunday, Monday came around, my phone lit up like a Christmas tree. It just kept on ringing and jobs kept coming in. And I don't turn down no work because I'm loyal to the people that call me. I'm thankful for all the people that call me. And I try to give them the best customer support that I can. And I make sure the job's done right and stuff like that, because that's what keeps me going in this town that I live in the surrounding counties. I serve 100 counties. I serve all 100 counties, so I'm all around the place in North Carolina. I could be here in Franklin tomorrow and be in friggin' Catawba County, Hickory, over there doing work, or I could be in Raleigh working. I'm all over the place. So that's a good thing as being a business that can travel, that can afford to travel and do work for other counties and stay a legit business that is, profitable and successful and reliable, dependable. They can trust me. So with that being said, I know I rambled on a lot, but I wanted to let you guys know about that multiplier weekend. So, and I will, like I said, I will definitely keep you guys posted on the Murphy trip that's coming up. I've never been to Murphy. It's a smaller casino than Cherokee. It's just an hour away. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to see whether Jimmy them could come. If not, it is what it is. But if anybody's out there in Murphy, when I say come and say hi to me, come and say hi. Or if the table's open and all of us could get on it, let's get on it and let's see what we could do with it. But like I said, I'm still in practice mode. I learned a lot this weekend about what was going on with my toss, because I was seeing some bad results, which is fine because we're not perfect. You're going to have bad results. So I've been practicing the hard way set. It's actually different. It's the 4s on top and the 5s facing me. So I'm going to practice that set right there for a week and see what we could do with that, and get my toss dialed in. And then, of course, I will go to Cherokee and go play here. Not this weekend. I don't think I'm going to go this weekend, but I'll probably go next weekend because I got to go out of town again this weekend. So I'll probably go next weekend to Cherokee just to see the results from my practice. I go there just to play and to test my practice on the real table in the casino. So when I do go like to Biloxi or Atlantic City or Vegas or anywhere that I know that I'm going to be taking a shit ton of money, or I'll call them and have them transfer whatever. That way I don't have to carry no money with me. That way I'm ready. You gotta go to the casino and practice there too. You can't. We can practice all day here at the house, but unless you get in that den, shit, go to the casino every now and then and just try it out if you can. See, I have the ability to do that because I'm only 25 minutes away. But if you can, just go test out your practice, because I'm probably going to do it not this weekend, like I said, but next weekend. Hell, I might do it Wednesday. It's Monday. Our tables have been $10 throughout the week, so I'm probably going to do it Wednesday, but don't tell my wife. Anyway, everybody, sorry the video's been so long, but I'm still learning. I'm loving this thing. I'm loving every bit that I'm learning, and I'm having fun doing it. If you ever see me, don't be afraid to talk to me because I'm just as nice and friendly, and I am willing to just play with anybody that wants to play. So, with that being said, if you're out there in them casinos, remember, if it ain't hitting, you ain't winning. But if it's hitting, get it. Toss them till you boss them. All right, we out.